Okay, so for this video I'm going to rig my character. So the previous videos I designed the character, I modeled it, and I did UV layout and I textured it. So before I rig it, I need to make sure it's the right scale. So what I did, what you're seeing here is a cube that I imported from Unity. So this was kind of unnecessary, but I did it anyways. Basically, like one of these squares is 1 meter, and all you need to know is that it corresponds with like 1 meter in Blender. But just to be sure, what I did was I created a cube. I made it 2 meters high, which is about 6.5 feet, which is a little bit taller than the average person, I guess. But so I created that cube, and I went into the window package manager. You have to go into Unity registry and then type in FBX and look for FBX exporter, and then you install it. Once that's installed, you just select the geometry that you want to export. You go to Game Object, Export FBX, and you give it a name. You set the path, the folder that you want the cube to go, and by default this is set to ASCII, but it doesn't import into Blender, so I had to change it to binary, and you press export. And as you can see, it creates a little cube for me, but it's not necessary. 1 meter is actually 1 meter, it corresponds to 1 meter in Unity. So I did that because I want to keep everything consistent from here on out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this cube because I don't need it, and I'm going to grab all my geometry. So I've got the body, the beard. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the period button and select 3D cursor. No, that's not right. Period. Go to medium point again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up first and make sure the bottom of the feet are aligned with the y-axis. And then I'm going to press period and press 3D cursor, so that way when I scale it, it scales from that point. So I'll just keep it exactly 2 meters, which is 6.5 feet. And everything that I create, like the environment, will be based on that. So I can press period again, go back to medium point, and to wireframe. So first things first, I'm going to create an armature. I'm going to edit mode. I'm going to bring this top node down here. And in edit mode, I'm going to add a single bone. This one will be make this one spine base. another single bone. This one will be the hip. I'll create a controller. And here I'm going to create spine 1. So you press E to create spine 1. So I've already created a bunch of other rigging videos for other characters that I created, and I was debating whether I should make this one because it seems kind of redundant. But I decided that I would make it anyways because I wanted to make this tutorial series a little bit more complete. So this is spine 2. There's a chest, top of the shoulders, neck, head, face, and the jaw. I'm not sure if I'll be needing the jaw, but I'll just make it anyways for now. And I'll have to create the arms. I'll start with the clavicle. Sometimes I like to create a separate shoulder joint, but I'm not sure if I'm going to create one. Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave it out. So I'll just do the upper arm, the wrist, where do I have 2 blades here? I just need to make sure this is all lined up. This one needs to be adjusted. Looks good. This has to be moved up. Oops. Looks fine. Okay, that's the arm. Create another bone. Okay, so I'm going to go right ahead and parent. No, I'm not going to do that yet actually. I'm going to main piece. First I'm going to go into object mode and I'm going to rename this to main character underscore armature. We'll go back into edit mode. This is going to be called the root. This one will be the hip, upper leg left, lower leg left, ankle left, and toe left. This one will just be called control spline base. Spline 1, spline 2, chest, shoulder, neck, jaw. Clavicle left. Upper arm left. Forearm left. Wrist left. This would be base left. Thumb 1 left. And thumb 2 left. Index 1 left. Index 2 left. Index 3 left. Middle 1 left. Middle 2 left. Middle 3 left. Ring 1 left. Ring 2 left. Ring 3 left. Pinky 1 left. Pinky 2 left. Pinky 3 left. Okay. So now all I have to do is gotta grab the arms, the leg, and I'm gonna press period and put the cursor, or put the pivot to the 3D cursor. I'm going to press Shift D to duplicate, and I'm going to press Control M and then X, so I mirror it to the other side. So really quickly, I'm going to grab the 2 thighs, the 2 upper legs, and then select the, first I'll hide the body so you can see. So with the hip selected last, I'm going to press Control P, keep offset. So Control P to parent, and I want to press keep offset. As you can see, it created these little lines, which indicates that it's parented to this bone. And I'm going to do the same thing for 2 clavicles. And with the chest selected last, I'm going to press Control P for parent, and then press keep offset. And as you can see again, you can see the 2 lines. So now, I just need to go and change the name. So instead of upper leg left, it's right, so I just have to put an R. Let's go to top view, and I'll do it for the right arm. So with that done, I just realized that I did the clavicle wrong. So what I need to do is these two clavicles that I created, I'm going to delete those. And instead, I'm going to grab these two. And nope, I need to press create and put meeting point. And I'm going to bring these closer. And I'll bring these up. And it looks like it's still parented, which is good. So I need to rename this clavicle left and clavicle right. I'm going to give this a quick save. The next part is my least favorite part of all, which is next to UV layout. Painting weights is probably the most dreadful thing, but that's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to go to object mode. I'm going to hide the beard, the eyes, and teeth. Let's select the geometry. Let's select the bone. Control P. And Control P to parent, and I'm going to select with empty groups. So I'm going to select the geometry, go into edit mode. So if you see my previous videos, I don't, instead of painting weights, I can go here and select weight paint, but instead I like to just go to edit mode and assign vertices to the bones. So I'll start with right here. This is the list of all the bones. I'll start from the top. Start with the spine base. So spine base will be all this. That's going to be spine base. So assign. While I'm here, I might as well see for a second. I want to go ahead and take care of the hip. So the hip is going to be all this. So the legs will be influenced starting with this loop. So anything before that is going to be hip. So all this is hip. Sure. Okay, that was good. Assign. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to do spine 2. spine one, sorry. First, spine one will be all this, this, that'll be spine one. Oops. Spine two will be spine two, chest will be this and above. The only thing I need to watch out for is I need to grab everything that's not affected by the clavicle. So I decided that the clavicle is going to influence this loop and this loop. So anything that's not that will be chest. I also need to see where the neck starts. The neck bone, well, it starts way down here. First I'm going to adjust that. I'm going to go to select the bone, edit mode. I'll bring the neck bone up to about here. So all this will be influenced by chest. Clavicle. everything looks good. So the neck is going to be influencing just that. And for the head, I'm just going to select the whole thing. I'm going to leave the jaw out because I don't think I'm going to animate the jaw with this project. It would just simply be too much work if I start doing like facial expressions. So clavicle left. Okay, so because the shoulder bone starts here, I'm also going to influence all this too with the clavicle, but I want to give the weight of 1 for these, but for these ones, I'll give a weight of 0.5. Sine. Now we'll do the same thing for the upper arm. We'll give the other half to the upper arm, so sine 0.5. Then I'm going to set this to 1 again. Now I have to select all this. For the elbow, I'm going to leave that out. actually. The bottom part of the elbow will be influenced by the forearm. Wrist. I should have just made these fingers flat. Now it's hard to like grab these. clavicle right. So 0.5 for these ones. And same with the upper arm, 0.5. I'm going to set this back to 1. I'll do this facing the other way. That way I don't have to worry about the body being in the way. So middle. Okay, we're almost done with that. The weights. So about the head. So the leg is basically so this will be the upper leg. I'll have the lower leg influence the knee. I'm gonna hide the armature for a second. Leg. Ankle. Okay, so I'm going to quickly save that. Okay, so with that done, the next thing to do is to rig it up. So basically going to add controls. So I'm going to grab the armature, going to edit mode. First thing that I want to do is I want to work on the limbs first. So I'm going to Shift T to duplicate the ankle, Alt P to clear parent, and this one's going to be ankle left IK. Same thing with the right one. Shift D, duplicate, Control M, Control P, or sorry, Alt P, clear parent. This one will be ankle, RIK. To grab the two knee bones, press E to create a bone, drag them out, select both of them, Alt P to clear parent. That way I can move these forward. This one's going to be knee left and knee right. Grab the two ankles, E to extrude bones, select both, Alt P, clear parent. This one will be ankle left, Control, ankle right, Control. And I basically need to do the same thing for the arm. So I'm going to grab the wrist, Shift D to duplicate, Alt P to unparent, so clear parent. And this one will be called wrist left IK. Shift D to duplicate this one, Alt P, Control or clear parent. This one's wrist R IK. With the two elbows selected, I'm going to press E to extrude a bone. Select both bones. Alt P to clear parent. Bring them out. This one will be elbow left and elbow right. And I'm going to select the two wrists. E to extrude bone. Select both these bones. Alt P, clear parent. And this one is wrist, left, Control. This one's wrist, right, Control. I'm going to quickly save this as new file. Okay. So with all these bones created, to do the limb rigging, you have to do it in pose mode. And you have to go to this bottom tab here. It's called Bone Constraints. And you start by selecting the lower leg. When it comes time to do the arm, you select the other forearm. So I'm going to start with the lower leg. Add bow constraint. Inverse kinematics. Need to select the armature. Equal IK left. Pull target. Select the armature. Bone is the left. Chain length is 2. And as you can see, it's rotated backwards. So I'm going to, the pull angle is going to be, I think, 180. That's close enough. So as you can see, it's kind of like off. The way to fix that is basically just to do the next step, which is select ankle, not the one overlapping, not the ankle IK that we just created, but this one. Go to this bottom tab, copy rotation, select the armature, and go left IK. So that snaps it. So it's so they're both overlapping now. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Kinematics. Oops. Character. Select the knee, right, and chain length is 2. Okay, same deal here. The bones aren't aligned. So I need to select, make sure it's not the ankle or IK, it's the other one. Select copy rotation. Oops. Okay, so that's basically it. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for the arms. So wrist, okay, left, elbow left, chain length is 2, and this one seems like it might be pulling velocity minus -90. I guess that's close enough. Gotta select wrist left, copy rotation, and the bone is this, left IK. And lastly, the right arm. Main character, armature, wrist, right IK, main character, armature, elbow, right, chain length is 2, and this one looks like it's got to be minus 118. That's a weird number, I don't know why. Lastly, select this bone, not the wrist right IK, but the other one overlapping it. Go back down here, copy rotation, character, select wrist right IK. Okay, so that's all good. I'm going to go back into edit mode. What I want to do is I'm going going to select, make sure I'm in this bone tab so I can see what I'm selected here. I'm going to select, make sure it's ankle right IK, not the other one overlapping it. Not this one, but this other one. Select the knee and controller, and Control P, keep offset. I'm going to do the same with this one. Go left IK, select the knee, and select the controller last, Control P, keep offset. And same thing with the arms. Press left IK, select the elbow, and select the controller, Control P, keep offset. Wrist right IK, wrist right IK, elbow right, and controller, Control P, keep offset. Okay, so I'm going to go to, first I'll save this. I'm going to go into pose mode. And I want to quickly see. Looks pretty good. Good. Okay, all that's good. So now the next thing to do is go back into wireframe, go into edit mode, and I'm going to create controllers for all the spine and clavicle bones. So I also need select the hip, spine base, spine 1, spine 2, chest, I don't need the shoulder, I'm going to skip that, the neck and the head. And I'll also grab the 2 clavicles. So I'm going to press E to extrude bones, escape to let go of it. And that way I can just pull them out using this pivot. And I just want to make sure that they're out of the geometry, so they're easy to grab. I'm going to pull this one down. I forgot to create one for the spine base, so E, escape, and pull it out. This one can come out more. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to grab this bone, and then select this one, and Control P, keep offset. So I'm parenting all these bones with the controllers. So just say if I go into pose mode, if I grab this bone now, then this bone is just going to follow wherever this rotates. So I'm just going to go down the entire spine and do the whole thing. And the hip bone is paired to this last one. Okay, so if I go into pose mode, the only okay, that looks fine. But what I want to do is I want to now parent these to each controller down the spine. So Control P, keep offset. These three controllers, the bottom, the neck, the two clavicles, are going to be parented to the chest controller. So Control P, keep offset. Chest is going to be parented to the spine 2 controller, keep offset. And then the spine base. Oh, that was, sorry, that was spine 1, spine 2, spine 1. This one, spine base. And the spine base controller and the hip controller is going to be parented to this main controller. And this main controller is going to be parented to the root. Okay, I'm going to do quick save. So now if I go to solid mode, pose mode, now if I grab the root, oops, I just want the root selected. Already I can see I have the vertices not painted. So I'm going to go to weight paint. Spine base, oh, that's easy to see. Okay. Pose mode. Okay, so I just like to go like really far so it shows me what I haven't selected. So there's one in the back. So I guess it's this one. And I think there was one more. Oh, there's one in there. Is that the hand? That one bone there. For that one lower vertices. Okay. So I'll quickly do once more. So there's no verts being pulled out, so that means all the verts are painted, which is good. The only thing I need to check now is, I'll start with the clavicles. Make sure it's doing its job. Fine. This looks fine here. I just want to see what it looks like. Put the orange down. Looks okay. And the last thing that I need to check is, first I'm going to press period and go into individual origins. So that when you're rotating multiple joints, it rotates each individual ones. Instead of, if you press period and select median, then it's just going to rotate from one pivot point, but you don't want that. So if I just go and rotate this, a nice arch forwards and a nice arch backwards, go side to side. So as you can see, there's like a nice arch. That means all the bones are rotating. And I'll just do the neck and head. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I like how the tattoos are deforming. And lastly, let's check the hip. Okay, not bad. Alright, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm quite happy with the progress. Yep, so next video I'm going to do some quick animations, and if not in that video, the video after that one, I'm going to do a quick implementation of this rig in Unity. So I'll do basic idle walk run, so the basic scripts for that. Okay, so hopefully enjoy that, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.